19 effective psychological tricks you can use daily. There are numerous sophisticated books on neuro-linguistic programming and psychology designed to help professionals influence others. However, there are also simpler, equally effective techniques that anyone can apply in their daily life. Here are 19 of these tricks. Be sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell to join us on the Philosophy Pathways experience. 1. Avoid starting requests with "could you?" Starting a request with "could you" might make the other person subconsciously think it's a hypothetical question. For example, instead of saying, "Could you call the neighbors?" which can be interpreted as a theoretical possibility, say, "Please call the neighbors," to ensure the request is understood as an action you want to be taken. 2. Unsettling gaze technique. If you need to make someone uncomfortable, try looking at the middle of their forehead during a conversation. This can make people feel scrutinized, which is far from relaxing. Although this might not be something you'd want to do often, it could be useful in certain situations. 3. Silent pressure for answers. When someone is avoiding a question, pause the conversation and maintain eye contact. This silence can make them feel uneasy and prompt them to provide more information or even the truth, as they may think you already know the real story. 4. Ask for explanations to build rapport. If you're new at a job or school and want to get along with someone, ask them to explain something to you. Even if you already know the answer, this can positively change their attitude towards you and win you some goodwill. 5. Subtle nodding for affirmative responses. When you want someone to agree with you, subtly nod while asking the question. This trick, often used by restaurant staff to encourage customers to order more, is quite effective. 6. Taking and giving during concentration. If someone is deeply focused, such as during a serious phone call, you can take something from their hand without them noticing. Conversely, you can give them something, and they might not remember it later. This can be handy when tidying up or moving. 7. Challenging for compliance. To get someone to do something for you, mention how they probably can't do it. Many people will strive to prove you wrong. Alternatively, start with a small, unusual request to build a connection, making them more likely to help with the main task. 8. Enhanced attentiveness through nodding. Like when seeking agreement, nodding slightly during a conversation can make the other person more attentive to what you're saying without them realizing why. 9. Negotiation tactics. If you like an offer but want better terms, express mild disappointment. This can be particularly effective in negotiations involving high prices or low salaries. 10. Morning energy boost. Upon waking, sit up, make 2 fists, and shout, "Yeah!" like a victorious athlete. Though it may seem odd, this can help you get out of bed feeling energized and ready for the day. 11. Unique phrases for memory. If you often worry about whether you've locked the door or turned off the iron, say an absurd phrase while doing it. For example, say "green rabbit" when turning off the iron. When you later question if you did it, the unique phrase will help you remember. 12. Dealing with arguments. If someone tries to drag you into a conflict, respond with kindness. Compliment them or remain silent. Ignoring them can be very frustrating. If you need to avoid an argument with a friend or partner, try to see things from their perspective to understand their point. 13. Motivating a slow team member. Instead of directing a slow-working team member with "do this," say "start with this." This approach makes the task seem smaller. Once they finish the first part, say "great job, now continue with this," until the entire task is completed. 14. Public speaking strategies. Always have a water bottle when speaking in public. It helps with dry mouth caused by nerves and gives you a moment to pause and recall forgotten parts of your speech. If you're particularly anxious, admit it to the audience. It can help calm you and make the audience more sympathetic. 15. Handling unwanted stares. If someone is staring at you on the subway, look directly at their shoes and don't look away. This often makes the person feel uncomfortable. 16. Projecting worry. If you act worried every time you see someone, eventually they will start feeling anxious when they see you. Use this knowledge as you see fit. 17. Constructive feedback. To address someone's mistake without sounding accusatory, rephrase your sentences. Instead of saying, "You didn't close the window," say, "The window was left open all night." This way, they understand their error without feeling directly blamed. 18. Positive self-talk for better performance. If you didn't sleep well, tell yourself you did. While it might sound strange, genuinely believing you're well-rested can improve your brain function, according to a study published in the Journal of Experimental Psychology. 19. Maximizing interview impressions. People remember the beginning and end of their day better than the middle. For job interviews, aim for a time slot at the start or end of the workday to be more memorable to the employer. Do you have any other effective tricks? Share your tips in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with the Philosophy Pathways experience.